Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below and clicking the bell icon to be notified whenever we publish a new video.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Home Remedies. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel to be updated always. Today I will share with you 12 life hacks that can help you survive. I hope you will like it, so stay tuned and watch the video till the end to get full information. In a medical emergency, the first people who usually come into contact, or in fact who we rely upon the most, is our family and friends. Their feedback and recommendations are the ones we totally trust, and in some cases, no matter how caring and loving the intent was, there are first aids administered that are more harmful than beneficial. I have compiled a list of first aid do's and don'ts so that if you or any near one is facing an emergency situation, you will beneficially care and give help in a proper manner. Number 1. Healing bruises with ice. Ice is applied to the bruises since it is known to have a soothing and healing effect on that particular area of the body. However, there must be a little attention to detail required when applying it to the skin. Make sure the ice is wrapped in some kind of clothing before placing it on the skin. This is necessary because otherwise directly placing ice on the skin will consequently result in cold burn and will be highly unpleasant. Also, apart from wrapping up the ice in cloth, just make sure that you apply for 20 minutes at a stretch. After that, remove it for 20 minutes and repeat as desirable. Number 2. Trying to revive an unconscious person. We sometimes may face a situation where a person may collapse due to fainting or any other reason, and the first thing we try to do is get them in a position which may seem comfortable. More often than not, we end up placing their head under a pillow or in a raised position. This will make their breathing more difficult. Instead, place pillows under their feet and raise their legs higher. Do not sprinkle water on the person as it will only aggravate the spasms. Also, be careful to loosen up any tight article of clothing so they could rest easy. Be careful to not let them stand quickly after they come around. Number 3. Applying butter or sour cream for burn relief. The only reason you may feel a little better is that both these things will only give that sensation of cooling down the irritated area. For the time being, it may feel good, but after the application, it will solidify on the skin, making the normal thermal exchange disrupted, resulting in heat going deeper and doing more damage since it can't escape at the surface fully. Instead of going for these, just place the affected area under cold running water for around 15 minutes. Also, never try to burst the burn blisters since they are acting as a protective layer for the tender skin underneath to avoid infections. Number 4. Trying to set the bone on your own. This is highly not recommended since you might end up injuring yourself more rather than aligning the dislocated bones. The first thing is to bandage up the victim in a way which will make the affected area completely immobilized so as to ensure no further injury is incurred or the fracture is not further aggravated. After that, get the victim to hospital for proper medical assistance as soon as possible. Number 5. How to apply warmth on a sprain. If you have suddenly pulled a muscle or there is a sprain on your ankle, never go for applying heat on the affected area for pain relief. By covering it with a warm cloth, you will only increase the blood flow in the affected area, increasing swelling. Instead, apply cold bag on the injury until the natural inflammation dies down, and with that the pain will also leave. Also, avoid putting pressure on the affected limb. Number 6. Inducing vomit in case of poisoning. The most standard feedback for poisoning is to make the person vomit. However, this does not hold true if the poisoning was done due to acid, alkali or other caustic substances. The best course of action is to call an ambulance, and if the affected person still feels he should induce vomiting, never go for milk, baking soda or manganese to induce it. Just drink lots of warm water and try to vomit only if you feel that way. Number 7. No candles. If you run out of candles, crayons can be used as an alternative as they are made out of wax. They can burn for up to 30 minutes. Number 8. Aluminum foil. Aluminum foil can pretty much replace your entire kitchen. You can store food in it to keep it fresh, store other valuables in it so they don't get wet, mold it into utensils and use it as an eating surface. Aluminum foil doesn't burn. It can be used directly on top of a fire to cook things on or inside of it. Number 9. Dealing with a foreign object in the eye. In case you feel something in your eyes, don't touch it. You may risk a wrong movement of your hand and result in injuries. Cover the eye with gauze and call a doctor. Only if it's a chemical burn should you immediately wash the eye with water. Number 10. Pulling out objects from wounds. If you want to pull a splinter from a finger or a small glass shard from your hand, never attempt to pull objects from serious wounds. Doctors keep them in place until the patient is in surgery. Otherwise, bleeding will occur that may lead to death. However scary a knife in the leg or a huge shard in the chest may look, take the person to the hospital instead of helping them pull the object out of their body. Number 11. Applying ointments to a wound. A wound will better heal in fresh air, while ointments create unwanted moisture which gives room for bacteria to grow. Instead, you can clean the wound in cool water with soap and dress it with a dry, clean bandage. And here is the last and my favorite of the 12 hacks I shared. Using stitches instead of skin glue to close cuts and wounds. Putting stitches on wounds is a long and painful procedure, which requires removing the stitches later. The use of skin glue has two main advantages. It is quick and virtually painless. First, stop the bleeding by applying pressure, then close the edges of the wound and apply a skin glue. Wait until it dries. So guys, these were few of the life-saving hacks. I hope it was helpful for you all. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. If you need more recipes, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.